All right, who wants to play some defense? Who's it going to be? Cleveland or Indiana? Cavs shooting 60%. Indiana shooting 52%. 63-58 is the Cleveland lead after 24 minutes in Game 2 of their Eastern Conference first rounder. Cleveland took Game 1 by a digit. American Express halftime report, Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny, Chuck. Boy, a lot of easy buckets in this one. Well, we'll start with Cleveland because they lead with 63 points on 60% shooting. What's going on?
You know, Game 1 is always a fill-out game. So, you watch the tape, you practice and prepare. And one thing all coaches say around the league, high school, college, is communicate. And, it's not really good communication between the Pacers. Right here, you're supposed to switch. Two of the guards got to call out. You got to say switch. They don't know what they're doing right there. JR, that's his shot. Bam, that's what they do. You got to communicate. Right here. Lance, you got to communicate. You got to say switch, or you got to stay with LeBron.
Or point at your teammate.
Yeah, or, point at your teammate. Right here, the same thing. What are we doing? Communicate. And if you don't communicate, Kenny and Chuck, it'll lead to this. Guys will start arguing and start messing around. So just communicate. Like, hey, Ernie, I got Kenny, I got Chuck. Just communicate.
Not a whole lot of that going on in this game.
No communication. The one thing you have to do against the Cleveland Cavaliers, it took 16 threes. You got to defend the three-point line. And if you can defend the three-point line and get the game faster, it's actually to your advantage because they don't shoot threes in transition as well as they don't. And here, again, you make defense turn into offense and you get off to the races and you get easy transition baskets. If you're the Indiana Pacers, this is what you do. Now, again, here, we got the pick and roll. Freeze it here. Now, you would think that this might be a bad possession, but actually it's a good possession because you want to stay connected to the three-point shooter. J.R. Smith, is on the other side connected. George is connected to him. You're connected to Love. So now you make Kyrie force him into a one-on-one situation and get twos. Now, if he scores at these tough two shots, you can live with those because they are banking that they can outshoot you from the three-point line, kind of like Golden State. Again, semi-break, continue to attack. Even when you lose the basketball, you get in that area of the floor, Ernie, and you could score. Transition basketball is key for them.
Wow, a J.R. Reed mention. I did not see that coming.
My college buddy.
Give me an assessment, Chuckster, of the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. I mean, these defensive issues that they have, these are real.
No respect for the competition. They don't fear anybody in the Eastern Conference. That's one reason they had a 500 record for the last 2 months. They're like, we're going to get to the finals. I actually think the Wizards do have a chance of beating them, but they're just kind of like, we got the best player in the world. We got Kyrie, we got Kevin. We know the Pacers can't beat us.
But do they have legitimate issues defensively?
They've never been a great defensive team.
They're not really great.
They don't have great defensive players.
Yeah.
Name
Tristan.
Tristan's terrific. He's more offensive rebounding machine. LeBron's a good defender. J.R. Smith he's not been the same player. Shumpert has not been the same player. But they don't have defensive players. This notion that people say struggle defensively, they don't have defensive players. So I don't know why people keep saying they're not good defensively.
Because they're not.
Because they don't have defensive players. But you know what?
Kind of my point.
They don't respect the Eastern Conference. Because you can just tell. Because we've been saying the same thing. We all watch television. We've been saying they're not good defensively for like the last X amount of months. So if they want to get better defensively, they could have gotten better. But they're like, nobody in the Eastern Conference can beat us.
Fourth in points allowed last year, 20th in points allowed this year. The American Express teammates, which I just ski-daddled right past this, was supposed to do it earlier, but this will have to do. LeBron, Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, a.k.a. the Big Three, with 17, 13, and 12 respectively. 63-58. Cleveland with the lead over Indiana.
Respecting on the offensive end, respect on the defensive end.